That's all right. Let's copy that. Hit that button. Okay. What did you just click on? Can you not spell? Hanging out. Where's the link? Wow. Talki. That looks good. Talking coins and hanging out. Go back over. Where'd it go? I don't know how this works.
You're live.
There we go. Okay. Well, I got to get to YouTube because I got to edit that so we'll get monetize it and stuff.
Well,
okay.
you're live.
And we got to see the chat.
I see the chat. Coin Collector Ohio's there.
All right. Let me hit the edit video here real quick because I can't do this through whatever the platform is we're using here. Advanced. Is that what I want? Non-standard, non-entertainment. Wow.
Neocon. I'm not sure.
There it is.
So you got to mute YouTube.
Done. Okay, so this might start a new stream on YouTube. I don't know. I got no idea.
Well, we're live right now, so quad.
Maybe that'll work. Okay, I'll put the link in the YouTuber group over there on Facebook if you want to get into there. All right, I'm going to close this and then hit that button. Is that right?
Sure.
No, that's the wrong button. Not yet.
Wrong button.
Yes. There, view on YouTube. I got too much stuff going on is what it is. Okay, I got to pause that.
That's what happens when you go that last minute.
Quad, D. Reese, Mickey Ross Banks, Trey, Dave Carlisle, Coin Collecting Ohio. Well, everybody's showing up. Look at that. Okay, let's see. It's DJ. All right.
Hey.
Here.
Hey, guys.
Hey, how are you, baby?
Making
All
it.
right. I'm going to put the link here in the, what do you call that, in the chat. There. Now, if you behave, we'll let you in. Yeah, I'm going through some of these boxes because, dude, I just clean up the desk and stuff them in boxes. And God only knows what's, look at this. Well, you can't see. God only knows what's in these boxes. What do you got? What do you got? I've got a greaser. Then we got a 47D with a fingerprint and a cracked skull. All right. I don't know what that big one is. Yeah. Well, I got to have a sale because some of the stuff's got to go. And we're doing that fundraising thing. And, oh, this is from...
Hey, CFA.
What do you suppose that is? That baby's so wore out, it's a planchet. But it used to be something important. Could it be a colonial? What? What was it? Cheapskate had sent that in. Let's see if you can identify this. Oh, yeah, that's one of them. There it is. Dude, I got no idea what that is. Cheapskate had sent a few of these. And I put them on the cards, right? Because it's easy to set up. Like, this is stuff left over from this week's big show that I got to put away because it's, what day is it? I may as well leave them out. All right. Well, I had this stuff from Cheapskate, and I knocked the darn card over, and they went just everywhere. And these are those old. These are probably, ancient coppers. There's a few of them. And here's one more we found. Where is the scope? There it is.
Scope.
Here, you look at that for just a minute because I got to find out what somebody else is here. Yeah, there's Trey, and there's Coin Collecting Ohio. There, hey, we got a quorum.
Hey, Ken.
Yeah, it takes me a minute to figure out what I'm doing here and then see if people are in the chat. And Want to get in?
I mean, I guess that's a good feature, for trolls that, hop in the link so you can, not
Yeah,
let
you
them
don't
in.
get the treadmill butt flappers so much.
Yeah,
What?
the naked guy on the treadmill.
What is that?
I don't know.
I don't know, man. What is that? A trophy?
A guy living in his mom's basement. That's what that is.
Yes.
Oh my god.
Man, move out of the house. Get a life. Get a job. Get a girl. Get a car. Do anything. Do any one of those things that people do when they become independent and stuff.
Yeah.
Okay, that's from Cheapskate. That's going to go in the big show. And I can't identify that. But somebody will. One of those old coppers. Jeez.
So I think I found a magic coin.
Yeah. What's it weigh?
I don't know. I have not weighed it yet. I'm not at my house.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen,
think-
we have Coin Collector Ohio with us today. A very special and rare treat. Make sure you subscribe to him if you haven't yet. I've seen him around all over the place. And if you haven't, you're missing out.
If you have a little plastic cup with a lid, you can put it in there, close the lid, and shake it real hard, and it usually will pop open.
Yeah.
A lot of
Yeah,
times the glass will break.
I mean, if you want me to show it to you, I can real quick. Got it right in front of
Well, all you have to do is drop it.
You got to look at the edge and the rim and see if there's a cut line.
Chuck it at the wall.
You can drop it, and you'll notice the sound.
I've got a couple of magic ones right in front of me.
Oh, CJ's here. Where's that penny? I just had it.
you. So this is what I'm looking at. Hold on, let me turn the lamp here. It's a 67, but
Drop it. I need to hear it more. You got.
hold on.
We kind of
Yeah, it's a magic
Oh,
coin.
yeah, that's hollow.
So I am correct. It is a magic.
You are correct.
So
what I
here's what you're looking for. All right. So this is
I'm
my.
sorry. I may be acting stupid, but like I said, I
This
really
is
don't know that.
in 1988. So you're looking on. See this edge right here?
Hold on.
See
Yeah,
that,
okay, yeah.
that line right there?
Yeah.
That's a cut line. And what that is that is the magic portion of this coin. So that is what you are looking for. Is you're looking for some kind of interior cut. It's usually on the back. They usually leave the front. But that is what you're looking for, and it's gonna sound hollow. So this is an 88, and this is what it sounds like. It sounds really, really dull, and especially 67, which should be 40% silver. That if it is a true coin, it's going to ring, and if it does not ring, then there's something wrong with it.
So
Okay, so you're looking. Hold on. Now I did learn this trick. Is to where you take another coin like that, you take this and ring it right on top of the other coin.
Hello, all.
Hey, baby, how are you?
I'm doing good.
Oh,
I just got the email from PCGS today
what did they tell you?
on the first discovery submission after the accidental early release, and I got MS66 first discovery, one of 6.
Fantastic.
And you have all 6?
No. I submitted 11 on that day, but they only designated one of my 11 as one of the 6 submitted.
Huh. Okay.
So I got the 2 accidental early releases. Well, marketing, that's why, but that's another day, another story for another day. But
It's labeled accidental?
yeah, I got the 2 labeled accidental early release that I submitted overnight on the 20th. They received them on the 21st. And then today I got the email for the ones that I submitted for the 26th, which was the release date. And out of the 11 I sent, I got 3 in MS66. The rest were 65 and 64.
Nice. So didn't you say that they were going to designate, put the 1 of 2 on both of the accidental release, 1 of 2 on both of yours?
Yes, they called me back and they said that because I wanted to keep one for myself,
Mhm.
they said that they would designate both of them as one of two.
That's great.
Yeah, so that way I could keep one, and it'll say one of two, and the one that I'm auctioning off, on Great Collections will be also available as one of two.
When are they doing that?
According to the Coin Week, I just put the link on my piece of coin roll hunting history video
Mhm.
from Coin World magazine. Their article, and it says that the auction started yesterday, but I've looked on Great Collections and I haven't seen anything, and I haven't heard anything from Ian on that either. So
Hey, put that link in our private chat, and I'll put it up I'll
Okay.
post it in the regular chat.
How do you-
okay,
how do you
will
do
do.
that?
Everybody can go watch that. That's so exciting. I'm so excited for you.
Yeah,
It's very
Mickey,
interesting.
for the folks that you want to explain to people what you're talking about for the folks that haven't seen it, not familiar with your find.
Now, what I found was I got a box of the San Antonio Missions Quarters on August 20th. I recorded a YouTube video as soon as I found the box because I was so excited I found it. I've been ordering quarters and I don't get uncirculated quarters over here, but because I'm a member of the YouTube coin community, I knew exactly what to do with it. Get them out, get them off to PCGS overnight, and because they received it so early, they had to designate it accidental early release because the U.S. Mint would not admit that they had been released. They said they had not been released
So
yet.
cool.
They
Yep,
had
here we are.
Wait,
It's so cool.
Busted.
I got them from a bank. I got them from a bank that receives their coin on Tuesday. That's the only reason I got it from that bank is because that bank would have had to get them on Tuesday in order to release them on the following Monday because they would not have received a new shipment. And I just so happened to be there at the time that they just got dropped off, and the tellers in the drive-through bank hadn't rotated them in yet. They just grabbed me a box off the counter.
That's
Yeah.
amazing.
Super lucky.
Thing.
Yeah, that's pretty cool, Mickey.
Super lucky.
That's really cool. I'm so
That's
glad
one of
that
the
it was
things that
somebody in the community, not just
right.
one person that, that's really cool. Plus, you have everything on film and,
Yep.
so
I even
that's so,
have the receipt from the bank from that pickup.
yeah, I saw you say that. That is so
Yeah.
smart.
Yep.
That was
So is the $2,000 bounty, is that in like PCGS grading submissions, or is that like just
So
straight up cash?
PCGS, if you'll notice, I don't know if anybody's looked prior to now, but in the last week they've restructured the entire wording of it, and now it says that any coins received on or after the release date will be eligible for the first discovery. That's why I got one of 6 on the first discovery, because when they called me, it was on Friday of last week. And I said, well, if I send you the rest of the coins I have and you have them by Monday, will I get first discovery on them? And they said, well, I can't tell you no. So I did. I sent them all off.
Not bad.
Very nice.
So does everybody get that $2,000 bounty?
No, it'll be split 6 ways between the
Oh.
one of 6 from what I understand. And even though I submitted
gosh.
coins, even though I submitted 11 coins, only one of those 11, which they had called me and I said I want the best one, designated as the first discovery. Only one of those 11 coins I submitted was designated first discovery.
It's too complicated.
Yep, but you got certification numbers on the rest.
Right, I got first week of discovery on the rest.
You still have
So you
low-
didn't get accidental discovery on the other ones? Even
Yeah,
though
I got accidental early release on the first 2 I submitted, and then I got one designated first discovery, and then I got 10 designated first week of discovery.
Wow. So I put that link to that that Coin World article up in the chat, you guys. If you don't, if you see it,
And
or
that
there you go.
that article explains that, you know, the release date for August 26th was for the Denver minted and the Philadelphia minted quarters. They did not start releasing them from the mint for sales until that date. So even the Denver ones I have that I'm going to send to all the channels that I'm sending them to, those are accidentally early release, you know, certified by me only, obviously. But those coins were from that box, and I have the footage on YouTube to prove it.
Yep. Well, start a chain of evidence, a document that goes along with the coin, so people can sign it as they receive it and send it out.
Yep.
That'll be neat.
CJ.
Yeah, I mean, PCGS won't grade them that way. You know, no doubt in my mind they won't grade them that way at all. But again, you know, the visual evidence is there, the video's there, you know, the receipt from the bank I have, you know, tracked back to that. And I have videos from other channels from Rob Fine's Treasure, you know, most importantly, of me, you know, giving him that coin on Sunday, the day before it was released. And he released a video showing that I'm putting that coin out there, you know, for sale, and I'm, you know, donating some to channels. And
That was really smart. Every step you took. It was very smart and very well thought out.
Yeah, I mean, if it wasn't for the community, I wouldn't have known what to do with them. So, you know, thanks to everybody that, you know, I've watched, everybody that I've paid attention to give me the information I need to be able to do what I need to do with them.
And you got to move those things as quick as you can.
Yeah, sometimes you got to move right now. Yeah. 1 day later, you wouldn't have had it.
Yep.
So I just found this in an Echo box.
With the nickel.
1926.
Yeah, no S.
No?
No, my fingers are dirty. Don't look at my fingers.
Well, hey, it's 26. I've got one here because I'm going through boxes.
I'll keep it.
There we go. I'm going through these boxes trying to sort out all these varieties between, you know, and get the stuff out that needs to move out the door. CJ, you and I were looking at some coins the other day because, you know, people hang out in these streams. And he had found one that had all sorts of polishing lines that were concentric and based around, well, the jaw. And this is the central point. And these concentric lines, I can show this in the blow up. Let's see. There's a solo layout. Well, CJ had one, and I've got another one. So my question is, CJ, what was the date on that one that you had?
Let me pull it up.
There we go. Because I've got these. I'm going to say this is a polishing marks inside the die.
Yeah, that rotary. Cool.
Yeah, and it goes around the whole darn thing. It's got some spots, but it's a good looker otherwise. This might want to be looked at.
So they pretty much just polish the die so they can last longer.
Well, there's reasons. Under the chin,
Several reasons.
bit here with a clash mark, and it's a faint clash mark, so they dressed up the die. More marks around here. What things to see a 0 here or an O. This are the wheat ears up around here. And you see these heavy abrasion lines where they cleaned up the die. Try to remove these marks. There it is. I probably flip it over, see stuff on the other side. But CJ had one, and I wanted to compare what he has to what I have.
I got something here on mine I want to show you guys when you get a chance on this color. This is something, it could be a die clash or something on this. You see right there above on the top of the clock tower there?
Yeah.
It's got like a divot on it. And if you look at the divot in the microscope, it actually has like a date or letters or something in the top right corner of it.
Hold on. I'm pulling up an overlay right now. Just hold it right there, please.
1.5. Because that would be the bottom of Kennedy's neck would meet the top of the Independence
I think
Hall.
he's talking about right around the top of that building, though. It looks almost like there's a structure or something.
Yep.
Do you have a way of taking a picture of that?
I have a video on my channel about it where I have it under a coin microscope.
Okay.
It's a little ways down, but it is the thumbnail on that video. I didn't do that on purpose, but just so happened to be that.
What does the other side look like?
The other side looks fine. It's just a regular bicentennial, nothing special.
Yeah.
But I noticed the back had that divot or something, and I've looked at it a few times since. I thought it might have been super glue or something else, but there's some lettering at the very top right corner of that divot. If you look,
If you can get a good picture with it with your cell phone and send it to checkmycoin@yahoo.com,
Right.
then we
Tried
can
putting
take a
some
look out of it.
Have you tried putting some acetone on it?
no, I haven't done anything to it.
Yeah. There's 100 things it could be. Dropped letters, a struck through, but I'm looking at, I think, the bell tower on that.
Mm-hmm.
Crash, just plain damage is always the first thing where I start. But we're starting to get more experienced collectors, and we're starting to get more interesting things showing up.
I don't know much, as you guys know. I thought I had a doubled coin, and it's just machine doubling or die deterioration doubling. But I look at these coins and I see more things. As the more I look at them, the more I find.
Yep.
All the time.
Experience is going to be your guide in this hobby.
Yeah, I
know now
as I know. So
a year
Well,
down the
and
road.
one thing you have to remember is that if double dies were common, they would have no value.
right.
So when we say a lot of times, most of the time that something is machine doubling or die deterioration doubling,
Right.
it's because true hub doubling is hard to find.
Right.
And so, 90
Yeah,
out of 100 times, your coin's going to be machine doubling or die deterioration doubling. And learning how to identify the difference between those is crucial. There's people that think, and also knowing when they stopped, hubbing the dies more than once, when they went to the single strike or single
squeeze.
Thank you. Single squeeze.
Squeeze me.
Where when you see say 2018 that you think is a triple die, that is not possible because it's during the single squeeze era. So, you have to, when you know those things, then you can eliminate a lot. Learning the minting process is crucial. Really learning it. You can eliminate a lot. But you, like, when you see things like you did, Nikki, on that coin, and you go, that's weird. That's when, like CJ said, we have that Q&A. You can take pictures and send them to our Check My Coin, and we'll look at it.
For sure. I'll do that.
Yeah.
Yeah. The first time I heard that Check My Coin was on a video from Silver Nitrate not too long ago.
Oh, nice.
So I actually just learned that as well. I joined one of the coin forums. I can't remember which one, about that same coin that I sent, that I put pictures up, and, you guys commented on right away to give me the information on it, So definitely good to have tools and have the knowledge, know what to do with what you have, for sure.
Yeah, and there's tons of resources out there online where you can, Variety Vista, Wexler, Copper Coins, Arrowrock.com. There's tons of resources out there that you can look a lot of stuff up.
Who left? I'll try that.
I try to move through what I have quickly. So, I have a full-time job. I manage a barbecue food truck. and now we're opening a restaurant. So I'm a full-time food service manager, and I do this in my spare time, and I raise my daughter a couple days a week, on my own as well.
Good for you.
I'm a busy man, but I like the coins. I like to find stuff. I like knowing that I can find stuff from the bank for a quarter that, is worth however much I'm going to get out of it. Like.
Yeah, that's a very good story. That one.
Guam is here, but it's a nice uncirculated 2009 Guam. I'm saving that. It might be 50 cents or 25 cents or 28 cents. If it's 28 cents, I'm happy. I'll take it.
Hey, 10% return on your investment instantly. Yeah. That's not too bad. Mickey, Thursday we have this Q&A, right? It's a live show. I'd like to invite you on there to tell a story of your beautiful find there on the early accidental release. Do you know when that's going to actually show up in the mail?
Yeah, I expect to receive it early next week, before Thursday, for sure.
Wow.
Yeah, I've already got the shipping notification from PCGS, so I should have it Saturday, tomorrow, really, yeah. But it'll probably be Tuesday, knowing the way shipping works where I'm at.
Yeah, we don't want to steal your glory. Put it up on your.
No, but we want to.
By all means.
We want to.
I've been saying this from the beginning that I want to use my discovery to bring attention to the entire community, because the community is what taught me how to know what to do with it to begin with. So, I want to give the glory to everybody. I want everybody to be able to share in this and again bring new collectors. And if you watch the entire video, I know it's long and there's some boring parts in it, but you'll hear everything I said about it. That's the truth. I want everybody to see it. I want everybody to be able to find something like that, because it can happen to anybody at any day.
Absolutely.
But yeah, I'd be glad Thursday. What time? Well,
are you part of the YouTuber group or the Q&A on Facebook?
No, I don't have my Facebook link because I don't have a Facebook for my channel yet. My personal Facebook, I don't want to necessarily associate it, especially with this, discovery and the news and everything else. I want to kind of try to keep that separate from my finds and my coin channel. But I will be creating a Facebook for my coin channel and Instagram and all that stuff as well.
Send an email to that Check My Coin, and one of us will get back to you and let you know whose channel and what time it's coming on Thursday.
Okay, definitely. Yeah, I'll be able to pop in for a little bit for sure on Thursday.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Also, Thursday is the first game of the season for my favorite team. So
who's that?
As well, the Bears.
Go Bears.
That's right. Yep, been a diehard Bears fan my whole life. So finally glad they're winning and they got a good team. So I'm definitely going to be watching that.
You still doing that shuffle?
The Super Bowl shuffle. Yeah. I briefly remember that. I was 5 years old when that happened.
Oh my gosh, you're just a youngin'.
Yep. Yeah, and I am a youngin', and I just started doing this, and that's why I want to try to bring the attention to it. That I just jumped in this a few months ago, 10 months ago, and I'm already.
Hey, listen, enjoy the spotlight because it's awesome. So enjoy the spotlight.
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah,
it's nice. But I don't expect to try to take this and jump off into selling rolls or anything like that, because I've already experienced the shipping and everything for all the 2019 Denver ones that I got the COAs with, and that's not going to happen for a little while. I still got a full-time job. I like what I do, cooking and doing the barbecue thing. So I'm going to continue that for a few more years.
Send us some barbecue.
As I get tired of the food service industry, I may move more into this. But right now, I'm just going to keep it. I like being a fan more than I like having fans, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Hey, it's a hobby. There's a couple of really intriguing finds each year that people, just you, me, him, us, them, find. And it's only a couple that are really standing out. And that accidental early discovery, I think, is going to be right at the top of the year for sure.
Yeah.
That'd be awesome. Yeah, I had Blue Ridge Silverhound. I commented on his 100,000 subscriber video, and I said, he asked you to comment what your most memorable moment of the summer was, And I told him, and I said, thanks for your videos, because if I hadn't watched some of them, I might not know what to do with this. And he's like, and he commented back, and he's like, man, he's like, I saw that article, and he's like, that was my favorite moment of the summer. I'm like, that's so cool.
Oh, awesome.
That's a good day.
Yeah, it was a good day. It was a good day, and I got to watch, Rob Finds Treasure. I met him in person for the third or fourth time. We met a few times because we're local. We're like 15 minutes away from each other, and I showed him one of the West Points before I submitted it, and showed him I gave him the Denver minted ones that I did the COA with, and he was on the phone with Silver Seeker texting, and he's like, hey, I'm hanging with Mickey Rob's Banks. I'm like, that's cool. He was bragging the secret that he was hanging out with me, so that was really cool.
Alrighty. Well, I got one I found. I don't know when I found it, but check this out. It's a new one. You heard of the pooping horse? Right? It's a little dyed chip on the horse's tail.
I just heard of that one. That's a new one for me.
I got a pooping bird. That's what I wrote. That's what I wrote on the darn thing. Where is it here? Pooping bird.
Ken's trying to steal your spotlight now, Mickey.
Oh no, it's his show, not my show. I'm just in the mix. Yeah, I find stuff like this all the time, like these copper nickels.
Filthy.
I don't know what this is, but it's not a regular nickel. I mean, I don't know. I don't know if it's worth anything. But I stick it. I stick it with something.
What's the date on that nickel?
It's a 1987.
Yeah, it's just been through circulation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a filthy one. There are some where they're very dark and that they have a really interesting tone to them. It's a black beauty, and it's a result of being over-sintered.
Like that one?
Cooked. I can't quite tell with that one. Late 50s is the date you're looking for on those. They're called black beauty.
This one's a 51, actually. And it's very dark. Both sides.
There's a couple of special dates that they stand out for.
Gotcha.
I'd have to do the homework and find that one up in particular.
So Kim Pride wanted to know if any of us have found the new San Antonio W quarter.
Well, I have.
I said she came in late and had a question.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Mickey.
Yeah, I found them on August 20th, 2019. A full entire uncirculated box, and I got 14 West Points out of it. The first uncirculated box I've ever received, ever, out of 30 plus boxes that I picked up here in the Dallas-Fort Worth area.
Beginner's luck.
Beginner's luck. It always is.
I'll take birds.
That's right.
I'll take it.
Works
for me.
Life is like a box of coins. You never know what you're going to get.
That's right.
Well, I'll tell you what, the first box of coins I hunted a box of nickels, and I'll show it to you guys here in a second. I got a 1952 Jefferson nickel, and it's a proof, and it's really nice. I'm gonna show it to you. It's really nice, and I saw that, and then I saw a video on Blue Ridge Silverhound about a 53 that went for like $5,000 at auction. I'm like, wow, I don't know if mine's anywhere near that, but I mean, it's a really nice 1952 deep cameo proof, and I guess they're just not that, common to find them in deep cameo like that.
No,
No.
You're only looking at the first couple of hundred strikes on a new proof die back in the day would offer the cameo effect. as soon as it starts to wear smooth, you lose that cameo. I mean, I got pennies here, 1964. They're beautifully frosty, but they have spots that aren't frosty. They have worn down, so they don't get the cameo designation. There she is. That's a 52.
That's a 52.
Yep, that's a shiner. See the temple there? Jefferson's Temple?
Yeah.
That's not quite as cameo as the rest of it. So you got a really frosty one, but I don't think we're going to get the cameo designation from a third-party grader.
Gotcha. That was one that I was considering sending off before I had a membership.
Yeah.
Obviously, I had to get a membership to send off those West Points. So,
I mean, it's sharp, but I
yeah,
don't think you're going to get the cameo designation. A little bit of a weak spot as far as the frostiness on the right side of the memorial as well. You got to have it across all devices, both sides.
Mhm.
But
They're pretty picky on those.
they are hard to get even in frosty shade.
Yes.
So that's definitely a keeper.
either way, for a nickel, I was happy to find it. I'll tell you
Oh, yeah.
this.
Yep, there's some great stuff out there. You never know.
You don't ever know.
I'm
Yeah,
going
that right there, I opened up that first box of nickels and I pulled that out. I was like, wow. I was like, you can find this in a roll of coins?
Yeah.
I've never
The Great American Coin Hunt has been going on for a couple of months. A lot of dealers have released some pretty darn interesting and somewhat valuable coins in the circulation.
Yeah.
So, geez, is that where your proof came from?
No. I actually, that was the very first box of coins I hunted, and that was probably, I'm gonna say, right after Christmas last year, just before I picked up the. If you look on my channel, my very first video was of a box that I picked up on New Year's Eve, and I got 59 silver $half out of that $half box.
That's pretty darn.
So this was just before that, probably a week, maybe. So it might have been just before Christmas I picked that box up. That was the first box I picked up. The second box I picked up was the $half box that I opened on New Year's Eve.
That's a nice new year.
Nikki, you need to start entering Publishers Clearinghouse and yeah.
Well, if you guys take some time and watch some of my videos, I explain, I've been kind of trying to track these West Points down. Now, this was just an accident. It really was. No doubt about that. But I've really been tracking down leads on trying to find West Points in my area because we just don't get uncirculated boxes.
Yeah.
So, I found some in customer wrap rolls from a vending machine guy, that turned them into the bank. I found some, just different places throughout, the area that I'm in because I'm just looking everywhere for them, trying to find one.
Well, you done good, kid.
Been a serious hunt. So I guess I got a freebie this time. I'll take it.
Any day.
You may have already won. I put up the link for Mickey's channel. Once you folks get over there and say, hey, subscribe to him, hit that notification bell, watch a video, leave a comment, and tell him, hey, man, love your work. There you go. Can't miss it.
I'll be posting it, that's for sure.
God love you.
I like just as much sharing it with everybody as I do finding it myself because, hopefully somebody else can see it and say, man, maybe I should try to do this and they can find what I find. So,
Well, this is the kind of positivity that the coin community really needs.
Yep.
There's been a lot of negativity recently going around, and I really I love this. This is the type of stuff that
I try to distance myself from any of that. Anytime I see it, I just kind of step aside and
good for you.
do my own thing. But
for you, this is supposed to be fun,
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
exactly. I posted on a few people's pages that they go through all this extreme editing and all this stuff that they're doing. I'm like, man, just remember to have fun.
Yeah.
Remember to have fun because I could get burned out. I've almost accidentally burned myself just a few times.
I'm like, man, fun because I could get burned out. I've almost accidentally burned myself just a few
Oh,
times.
Blues, are you muted? YouTube, Blues?
Check your YouTube, Lou.
I've almost accidentally.
He's trying. He's trying.
Okay,
Am I
give me
getting loose?
seconds. Hey, did I tell you? Did I tell you I got corporate sponsorship?
He's good. You can unmute him now.
There he is. We can hear you now.
Blues is our problem child.
I'm not the smartest person in the group.
Yes,
Sure,
you
rock
are.
it.
Stop
Susan-
playing dumb.
Susan B. Anthony Prunes.
Yeah, aren't those great?
Morning, everyone.
Hey, baby.
Morning,
We're
Blues.
gonna take a moment and have a word from our sponsor.
Fat-free, cholesterol-free, works for you when you get it home. Ask for it by name.
Really, you got a 1-2 punch here. If you're gonna have the prunes, you gotta follow it up and look out for number 2, and that's where Riser's Treasure Hunting Emporium comes in handy. They're number 1 in the number 2 business. Ask for it by name.
Oh, good Lord. Listen, I'm just happy that took the place of your dinosaur box head. No, don't bring it out.
Tim says that's a piggy instead of a penny. The stuff you find. What do we got here? It's a Bermuda penny. See, back in the day, the pirates and the seamen and all those guys that ride the boats, they'd put their livestock on an island because that way, they can go and hunt it down later. It was pretty easy. They didn't have to build any fences. They're not going to go anywhere. And Bermuda was known for having tons and tons of feral pigs. No, wait, not Bermuda, Bahamas. Yeah, that's what this is.
No, that's at Bermuda. Bahamas has a starfish.
Man, I confuse them. It's all sand. Bermuda. Yeah, they got the pig.
Don't they still have pigs there where you can go and swim with the pigs?
Swim with the pigs every Tuesday night, 9 o'clock. I'll be there for that.
Does the water taste like bacon?
It's salty, so it clears the bacon. They use it, the special sea salt they use.
I'll be back.
Smoked and sea salt cured, best bacon there is. Well, we find these around here every now and then. So you pick them up.
I got a question for you guys. What do you think about this, this quarter program and, the ability to find these AU, BU, low mintage quarters in a year or so from now after everybody's searching for these West Points? Because I'm sticking them aside.
Keep them. Seriously,
that's what I'm doing.
It's a good way to get new people exposure to the hobby, and it's been fairly successful. They got the 2 million mintage, and people are looking for them. But there are other coins out there. I've been talking up the S uncirculated quarters. You've got mintages which are half and lower than those W quarters.
This whole stack here is part of 3 stacks I have that I found in the last box, and they're all state quarters, and they're all BU. I mean, BU.
Hey, get them all. You need a lot of them. You got 50P, 50D, 50 proof, 50 silver proof. And then since 2012, you have the S uncirculated. So you have some satins in there. It's a lot of them. Then you got the territories and DCs, reverse proofs. Just putting together the set, just a basic set out of circulation. It's tough. It can take you a lot of quarter hunting to just put together a simple set of state or America the Beautiful quarters.
Yeah, I started when I started hunting for the West Points. I had just started a state quarter book before that, looking for silver, and I got about 80% of the way through, and they announced the West Point, and it took me almost 3 months into the West Point series to finish my state quarter book. And then after that, I was able to, up until the Denver minted San Antonio missions, complete the book through looking. But I mean, it took me, again, I'm almost to 40 boxes now to get there. But I think these AUBU ones, I don't think you're going to see these in 2-3 years from now. I really don't. I think that these things are going to be gone. They're going to be gone because they're going to be beat up, dinged up, and looked through and rolled up.
Out there, you've got the quarter boxes in front of you. Have a look at those state quarters from 2000, 2001, 2005. Just the perforated pieces. And yeah, they're getting marks all over them. The wheel of death from the rollers.
Yep.
And that's what's going to happen. Get the best you can as soon as you can. D. Reed says, the first 2 rolls I bought to look for, W's turned out to be new rolls of California and Arkansas BU quarters. Well, hey, there's nothing wrong with those. Keep them.
Yeah. About half the coins I pick out of the rolls from the edge for the looking for West Points end up being, AU state quarters or AU Arcs quarters. I take a look at them, and if they're not too bad, I'll keep them. It's a great way to save money too. At the end of the day, it's still worth a quarter. I mean, this is a zero investment hobby, really.
Yeah.
Unless you start buying points, you know what I mean?
You still got the cash.
Yeah, still got the cash. That's probably what's made it the easiest. Is that I know I can still get the cash back for them if I can't get anything more than the face value.
There's Ant. Good morning, Ant.
There's Ant.
Oh, that's a shame.
And Frank is in there.
Oh, I see why.
Woody.
Yeah. Real splashy one, but only on the reverse. Well, I have to mark that up.
What are you doing, Blues?
Couldn't sleep.
No.
I went in this morning. I had to go to the dentist this morning. They had to
I was
pull my
going to
tooth.
ask you.
Yeah, they had to pull it.
Oh, man.
What'd you lose? A leg?
Tooth.
Another tooth.
Oh, well, they're
Did
not.
they give it to you?
That's easy.
No, I told them to keep it and add it to the dentures I'm going to get.
Oh.
He told me if I lose another one, I'll have to get dentures so I could eat.
Partial.
Great. Oh, my great,
Partial?
thanks.
Just a partial, right?
Yeah, lowers.
Yeah. Well, you want to be able to eat.
Yeah. As long as I have my coffee, I'll be all right.
If you lose them all, you can always eat prunes.
Nice, DJ. I love that evil laugh, DJ.
There's an RPM right there. Not much.
Yep.
Good one. Okay.
No one.
Please.
I think that was my last follow.
Oh, was that you? Sounded
Yeah,
just like CJ's.
I was laughing.
Oh, you have an evil laugh too.
Yeah, I've been told that a few times.
I love those little snarky laughs.
That's because I'm thinking about what I'm laughing about when I'm laughing.
Usually it's something
That's
good.
it.
So this is how I've been hunting my quarters. I've been trying to pull them out without seeing the face so I could flip them. And as I see them, you know, see what it is, whether it's a West Point or Denver or Philly.
So when you find one, do you go W?
Yeah, yeah. Because it's just as exciting for me as it is for everybody else. So, you know, I don't know what it is till I flip it either. If I see it, then I just throw it, you know, throw it aside, or I show it right away. But if I don't see it, then I get to be surprised along with everybody else.
Now, are you explaining what you're doing while you go?
What's that?
Are you explaining why you're doing what you're doing as you go along?
Not in every video, but in some videos I do. Yeah, and I explained it like in the first video or so, you know, I'm looking through the roll for the edge, and then I try to pull out the ones that I can see from the edge, and I'll lay them down face down. Of course, I go through the whole roll when I'm done with it. And then if I missed any, you know, if I catch them by the reverse, then I'll lay them down, you know, reverse side up as well. If I catch them on face side, then obviously, you know, once I've already seen, if it's not a West Point, then I'll just put it in the discards. But, you know, I'll check through the roll and I'll pick the shinies, and hopefully I get some 2019s, and I'll flip them to show everybody what I find when I find it. I've been finding about one West Point per box out of my last 4 boxes, not including that San Antonio box.
Wow.
So pretty good, considering I didn't find one in a box for my first 25 boxes. Well, maybe my first 20 boxes. I think I found my first West Point in my box number 21.
With you doing all those boxes, you should think about starting a book.
I have a book. I have a state quarters book, and I have the National Parks quarters book, and they're both complete.
They're complete?
Yep.
Oh, good for you.
Yep. I have an extra. I just picked up an extra book because I went to get flips to put these D quarters in, these accidental early release D quarters that I'm putting serial numbers on. And they had either 35 flips for $4, or they had this whole quarter set for $10. It gave me 100 flips, and it gave me special holders and stuff. So I went ahead and picked that up so I could do giveaways and stuff like that with them. That'll be pretty fun.
Yeah.
I think I got a couple of them right here within arm's reach. It came with like 2 of these bigger ones.
Oh, yeah.
And then 2 of the smaller ones to hold 2. So I'm gonna figure out a way to, you know, put certain coins in here and
They got more of those?
use it for giveaways.
They got more of those holders?
Yeah, they had them. They're $10 a piece at Hobby Lobby. They had 2 more boxes. I think I'm gonna probably pick up both of them, because for $10 you get 2 big ones like this, and you get 2 smaller ones that hold only 2 coins, and then you get 100 flips, a little mini magnifier that'll probably hurt your eyes if you look at it too long, and 3 quarter tubes for $10. It's not bad. Not too bad. You can get them cheaper if you buy them in bulk online, no doubt. But
oh yeah, I picked up a box of nickel tubes a while back. 100 of them. I think it was $18, and that was shipped.
Yeah,
but they're used, so they get stickers all over them.
Right.
Stickers on the inside of them, so they work for me. You know, CJ has these custom inserts that he uses. He 3D prints them.
This was a pretty interesting pickup. Not a whole lot of value that I think is in here, but this is all AUBU pennies from 64, from 61, actually from 59 to 1970, and there's all 3 mint marks. I've checked for the 69, you know, doubled, but it's not there. But there's some really nice pennies.
You need to look at those and look for RPMs.
Gotcha. I will do that. I have looked at them under the 10X, but I haven't really looked specifically in spots for anything. But I knew it was worth picking up for $1 a roll. I knew it was worth picking up for that.
Yeah.
There's some good years in there for RPMs.
Nice.
Early 60s, a great place to check is above and below, the tops and the bottoms of LIB and Liberty. That's
Mhm.
the spot. And flip them over, man. Don't ever forget to flip them over. And probably the best place to check and focus on are the points that come together, and it's not a 90-degree angle, like on the S or the R, the end of the R. That's the C, right? Some of the letters down here, the C, for example. That's where you can detect double dives the easier, and they're out there.
Yeah. 63's got a great double die obverse. 64's got a fantastic double die reverse.
Nice. Nice. Yeah, I picked them up when I went. Actually, I picked them up when I went and got this from my LCS, and I did a video on this one. I got this 1932 Denver quarter.
Right
from my
on.
LCS for 11 times face, and that thing is in at least VF. I mean, at least VF.
What's the date on that?
32.
1930.
Nice.
Yeah, you stole that.
Yeah, I stole it. Definitely. I was looking for quarters to fill my Washington quarter book that I just recently got.
There you go.
Yeah.
So you're starting to put your knowledge to work and cherry pick
Yep.
those things.
Yep, for sure. That was my first cherry pick. That's for sure.
And you've been doing this for 9 months?
9 months. Yep. And I've been learning it all from YouTube, from all you guys.
Good for you.
We'll keep it up.
Yep. Watch for you. For sure.
I got a good eye. I have a real good eye. That's for sure. I've always had that. For anything I do, I've had a good eye. So I want to try to use that to, catch some of these things that some other people aren't catching, for sure.
That's great. That's what we were talking about earlier, Ken. That's what we like to hear. Yep.
Yep. There, I got another box done. I got a little bit of space in it. I'm so happy.
All right, guys. I got to go to bed. I got a long day tomorrow and Sunday. Thanks for letting me come on.
Send some
definitely, right. I'll definitely send that. I'll send a picture of that coin to the YouTube. It's Yahoo.
It's checkmycoin@yahoo.com.
Okay. Check my coin at yahoo.com. I'll send you a picture of that, and then you guys can respond. Let me know what time Thursday you're going to be on.
Yeah, for sure.
Get in. I'll try to get in for a little bit in between, maybe halftime or something like that. We'll see.
Yeah, whenever you show up, we'll put the link up and get you in there.
All right, sounds good, y'all. Thanks.
Thanks,
right,
Mickey.
Stay groovy. Man, geez, I dropped it. I have no grace. I got about a dozen of these 60 RPMs just in this box. Now I got to go through, identify them, all right, find out which one in particular they are, take good sharp photos, and I can't even see this stuff. There it is. You got a separation right at the bottom. Let's see. Yep, we can see that one.
Yep.
There, right on the bottom.
There's a little one on the top too.
Yep, that's the split.
Yep.
Looking for. And top, I can barely get the light in on that, but there's a little split. Well, right there, it looks like a tooth. What's this? Okay, well, I'll have to look at that, see what that is.
It's a little chip.
Yeah, they everywhere.
Could be a marker.
All right. Now, CJ, you still home? CJ is in the bathroom.
CJ has had too many Susan B. Anthony prunes.
You want some prunes, man? I ever tell you my prune juice story? Hey, what's this one? A hanging three.
Yeah, you told me earlier your prune juice story.
I know. You gotta watch that. Prune juice.
Oh, we're gonna have, we got another buffalo.
There's a hanging three.
Oh yeah, that's a good one.
There it is. You see it right there. And this one has a secondary clash somewhere. Probably right there under the leaf. That's gonna be what, the back of her head or back of her blouse? Oh, that's right. They're upside down. So that's gonna be the front of her shirt under that leaf. And it's a clash die is what that is. That's Queen Elizabeth's neck. What's the buffalo?
37. So far I'm a third of the way into this box and I've got 2 buffaloes and a 42S. And so I got some early dates here and other dates I'm going to look for varieties. Set those aside, but.
No, Dirty Laundry's going to bed, everybody. Say good night.
Oh, good night, Dirty Laundry.
Good night, Dirty Laundry.
I need a place for this. Then you got the important coins that need to be segregated and kept aside and given attention for some reason. What's this?
Victoria's sick. Everybody wish her well. She's got pneumonia.
You got ammonia?
Mm-hmm.
I was like 10 before I realized it's not ammonia.
David Carlisle is away from the keyboard.
It's pneumonia.
Or a fooling kook. Super Silverman wants a link.
Hey guys,
let's see if we can get
Hi,
Hey, CJ.
Is that it? No. That's Rob Fine's. That's Mickey Rob's bank link. I don't know how to get the link. Wait for it. Invite.
Help him out, CJ.
I'm trying real hard, man.
Yeah, I like that. The new sponsor, Ken.
Yeah.
I got a kick out of that. I'm like, wow, the Big Show's got a sponsor.
You're darn right.
What was the last sponsor? Was it a mac and cheese or something? What was it?
Numerous Labs.
No, there was one before that though. That was like on a mac and cheese box or something.
Oh, coin muffins.
Yes, coin muffins on. Yeah.
Nothing better than coin muffins, let me tell you.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Coin muffins.
I think I missed that one.
K-Rex loves them. There's Super Silverman. I think you're in here now.
Hey, how's it going, everybody?
How's it going?
We're just hanging
Hello,
out.
Silverman.
I love your guys' streams. I figured I would join in today.
Well,
Can barely hear you.
Oh.
Up the volume, pump up the volume, pump up the volume. Dance. What's
Look
that?
at you, Ken.
All right. Is that any better?
That's better.
Go with it.
Success.
Tell Ken how much you love us.
More than you know. More than you could ever know.
You know, people get into the hobby and you start to see them get over here to these YouTube videos and they're learning a lot. Really, you can further your hobby so much more. Just get involved. Talk,
absolutely.
Show off what you got. Ask questions. You know, because most of these people are pretty reachable.
Heck yeah.
except for that Ken guy.
Except for that Ken guy. He's kind of
His answer.
we gotta keep him under lock and key.
I don't answer the phone. I don't answer email. Dude, I don't even leave the house.
Would you consider these Morgans gradable? I grabbed them today for $20 out of the junk bin.
In the junk bin, I'm going to say no right off. Let's have a look.
Oh, one had the capsule. One was a solid capsule.
Well, that's got some cartwheel. Tilt the other one around.
Oh, gladly. This one had proof details to me. Or it was proof-like.
You're looking for a really serious mirror. I mean, you should be able to hold a pencil to it and read the top of the pencil in the, or at least halfway through. It's kind of nice. It looks kind of frosty, but it's not proof-like.
Is that an S?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, but it's pretty decent.
And then the other one from the capsule.
Junk bin.
And this one is an 89 plain. That was the one that I was actually genuinely impressed with.
Yeah, for a junk bin, those are pretty good pulls.
Yeah, those are pretty good.
That's what got me out there.
See, you got a good deal on those. You did good.
Yeah. And then I grabbed my first peace dollar today, actually.
There's nothing wrong with peace dollars.
Is that a 22?
Yes, sir.
That'll work.
It's got a bit of a weak reverse.
That's common to the peace dollars. The design itself is kind of smoothed in. It's the way they made the darn thing.
Bad guy and tell him to put some gloves on. Do I have to be the bad guy, really?
Pardon?
Do I have to be the bad guy and tell him to put some gloves on?
Put some gloves on.
I should, I know.
Put some clothes on.
Put some clothes
Where
on.
are they? Where are they?
Man.
Listen, once you get those fingerprints on those coins, they will never come off.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah.
But handle your.
I heard that MS Plus works.
It brings new life to old coins.
I need to find a bottle of that stuff.
I know. $19.99.99. I can get you a case. It's lavender. They
You
come
did
out
good
with-
on those Morgans, though, in that peace dollar. Good job.
Well, thank you. I was actually really happy with that. And then he also had he had a 65 SMS set that I grabbed as well because they didn't look too terrible. And I haven't been able to find a shop that had a 65 set in a long time.
Good deal.
You got the old cello packs on those.
Yep,
they tougher because of that cello pack. Now they went to the hard case in '66, and they really help preserve those things. Those soft packs, you stack them up. You got a bunch of them. You put them in display cases. You pull them out. You put them back. They're taking a beating.
Oh yes, sir.
You get higher grades.
Actually, I think I have an almost cameo dime out of the 66 set.
That looks pretty darn frosty. Okay, but to get that cameo, you got to have it on both sides.
Both sides.
Yep, that's always the killer. But this is the one. I don't know if you watched that coin op video where Robert Lawson found the 5 on the cheek.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
This is that variety. It has a very bold 5 on that cheek.
Shut the door.
I honestly, I have pictures galore, my friend. Videos. I can take stills now on the scope and then send them to you, but I can't get the scope to work on the mobile app for the StreamYard thing.
Oh, that's all right. Yes, definitely. Send a photo to checkmycoin@yahoo.com.
Yeah, definitely.
Talk that one up.
Yeah, and the only reason I noticed it is because it was cameo, and the 5 stands out so much more.
Yeah. Good for you.
What's that? The 65?
The 66.
5 SMS.
And the other good sweet one I got is this is a pretty beautiful looking 54 set.
Okay, that's done after. This is assembled. It may be the original group, but
yeah, it's an aftermarket holder.
Yeah. Flat pack. Each coin was individually wrapped, but that's a frosty Benji. Yeah. Oh, that's a keeper for
It's
sure.
almost frosty enough on both for cameo. I've never sent anything in.
You're gonna find that submitting coins to PCGS or NGC or even Annex, that's going to be an advanced skill. So before you say, I have to send this in, wait a while and get better experience so you're able to make the determination for yourself with greater success. A lot of folks get involved and they say, I got to send all these coins in to be graded.
Grading is an art form, that's for sure.
They come back MS64 and you have a market value less than the cost of certification.
Yeah, I started in January, around my birthday.
Yeah.
And I didn't save or I didn't send anything in or tell anybody about anything. And I've gone back through and I'd say I've definitely grown to a point where I'm getting to where I'm about comfortable enough to send stuff in.
Well, I'm not. In fact, having this conversation with CJ the other night, I'm confident in my grading skills up to AU. But when you get to those MS coins, every little detail is picked, from the strike to the centering.
Yeah.
Every little, I mean, there are such minute little details to look at when you get into grading up into MS. It's really an art form.
And the only reason I think I'm getting confident enough to try once at least is the process of elimination I've made down to the 100 or so flips that I thought were worthy, down to the 3 or so in the past year that I just genuinely couldn't believe existed. Those are the only ones that I feel are worthy at this point. That
there you go.
I don't know if I could find a spot on either side of the coin.
One reason to think of one item to think about is, why do you want to get it certified? Are you just looking to add it to your collection because you're bringing on an expense? And how do you justify that expense? Are you going to recover that investment? Because you've already got the coin. Certification does not add value to the coin more than a couple of percent, because they do have a guarantee.
Unless you hit a ridiculously high number for that year.
There you go. Unless you get a really, really nice specimen. And still, it doesn't add value. It just lends credence to it.
Yeah, because the coin is the coin, you know.
You buy the coin, not the slab, correct?
Right, exactly.
But I would actually, in my town, we have coin shops and shows out here to a degree, but there's not one within the surrounding 4 towns. And it is just highly under-respected out here. Even all of our coin shops aren't really coin shops. They're just bullion dealers.
A lot of times, yep, we buy gold.
Yep, that's basically all.
That's actually about 90% of all coin shops.
Yeah, the brick and mortar coin shop has disappeared as a national pastime because, well, digital photography is replacing it. You can buy the darn coins, you can sell them, you can take pictures. Never leave the house. I don't leave the house. I don't get dressed from here down, really.
Yeah, see, I just had my appendix burst, so I'm a warehouseman. It gets worse. It burst into my scrotum and gave me a hernia. And they can only do one surgery at once, so they had to do the appendectomy, and then sent me home for 4 weeks, which is where we are now. I got a week left, and then I get to go back in for a hernia surgery and get shot out of market again for another like 8 weeks. And my job is picking up 80-pound cases of candy and building pallets of candy for vending machines.
Oh, geez, how's that working out for you?
So that's not going to be happening for about a year.
No, you're not doing any heavy lifting with that.
Oh, no, buddy. I can tell you now, I can't barely cough already. I can't even imagine after that hernia surgery. So my favorite thing in the world is coin collecting and currency collecting.
There you go.
So I'm trying to start I got a business idea that I'm trying to get in touch with an investor with.
Uh-huh.
I think it's a good idea.
Okay. If you have a coin that you want to send in to see if if you graded it correctly or whatever, and you're just keeping that for yourself.
On some of them, yes, for sure. But I would like to be able to hit a point where I can send out a coin to get graded and profit from the grade it is, submitted with. So cherry pick undergraded Indian heads and all that good stuff.
It's
get
tough,
BU rolls, get BU rolls and pull out 68s.
It's tough. It can be done. I know one fellow, he gets BU rolls all the time, 60s, 70s, and he picks out the very best of the best. He'll send in 5 or 6, and one of those might get top grade. And it's good for 3 for all the rest.
Have you guys heard of Rich Cali 21, the YouTuber?
Oh yeah, he's on.
He got handed an 84 double ear in capsule label.
I saw that this morning.
He was
It's
on
like
one
the
hour.
best example I've ever seen.
Yeah, I saw that this morning. It was beautiful.
It's an MS65 easy. It's beautiful.
Yeah, it's a nice coin for
If you
sure.
want to get serious about it, you might consider taking an ANA course. American Numismatic Association offers online courses, correspondence courses. They also offer courses in person. They'll give you a sort of certification that says you passed the class. But they're going to give you great exposure to being able to effectively grade those higher end uncirculated coins.
You just answered a real question I've had in my brain for the past few nights.
Okay, I'll give you a link here. It's called money.org, money.org, and that is the ANA website.
Awesome.
That's going to show up. There you go.
You're a good man, a gentleman and a scholar.
Actually, I can probably pull that up over here. Money.org.
Not cheap, but it's definitely a good investment.
Here's a screen. Let's see if we can see that.
I would love to take that course, even if I wasn't trying to turn this into a survivable means for the next year or so.
Yeah.
But even without that, I would love to take that course just because who wouldn't want to be better at grading what they love to do?
Exactly.
Okay, let me find this. Discover. There you go.
The mobile doesn't let me see the chat, so I'm gonna have to go back and look at this, or you're gonna have to private message it to me through this thingy.
There.
I learned this the other day with that.
Okay, I've got the screen showing, so I'm going to go over to the money.org website, which is this. There it is, American Numismatic Association. You should be able to see it. The first tab you come to, you're going to go down to School of Numismatics. You've got upcoming seminars and workshops. Where to go? Right, the summer seminar, diploma program, and Money Talk. You want to click on diploma program, and this will come up. Here it is, featured courses, grading U.S. coins today. Correspondence courses. Click on that. Introduction to numismatics, grading U.S. coins, detecting counterfeits and altered coins, the modern minting process. What do we talk about in these shows all the time? This stuff.
I'm excited. I'm going to see how early I can get into this course. I'm going to try to do it by next weekend, actually.
There you go. Definitely check it out. I mean, you're looking at $60. You know, summer seminar, I don't know where it is, but that'll cost you a few $100s. A lot of it's just travel and hotels, but that'll go on for several days. And they do that each year. And they do have symposiums around the country on occasion. Hitting those is a trick.
That would just be fun to experience, though, traveling around, doing the shows.
Absolutely.
But there it is. Money.org, and go into Discover and look for the School of Numismatics. And that can help you out. If you want to do it much better than you're doing now, give yourself a kick in the pants and get in touch with what it takes to determine grade effectively. A lot of newer people. I'm going to go back to here. There it is. Yeah, a lot of new collectors tend to overgrade. That's the first thing you're going to find out. So you say it's you think it's MS65 because it looks great. Dude, it might be 63 for various reasons, but you'll understand why. That's what the courses are all about. Give you that understanding you need. We got to train them up. They're coming in. We got to train them up.
I'm excited. I can't wait. I am a young gun. I am probably one of the youngest of the collectors that stream that isn't the little kiddos.
Hey, nothing wrong with the kids. A lot of people start, young, 10, 12, maybe they're teens, because they have the time after school and weekends to do it. And then you go to college, life gets in the way, you get married, kids,
girls,
people back burner it, they go to jail, whatever.
Then you back and find your coins and you have money.
Yeah. But by the time you get back in your 30s or 40s or 50s, geez, you get the cash to put into it.
Yeah.
Right, and then you might even have some rarities accumulated from your teens.
You never know.
And that's where that knowledge and the patience to learn
Yes.
really comes in handy.
Exactly.
You got to be patient. You know for a fact your life experience is going to tell you you're going to be wrong 99 times, and then it starts to click, and you say, oh, now I get it.
Yeah.
Geez, TJ just schooled me on databases, and I was kind of lost on that. But now I get it. I'm okay now. Gosh, this stuff. We've had a lot of progress in the hobby in the last 30, 40 years. It's not what it used to be. Back in the day, you had to have those grading skills. You had to, because we didn't have third-party graders, right? You order the coins, and it was text, right? That's what it was. It was text. I can show you what. It still goes on. Here we go. Oh, this is perfect. Where's the scope? I'm already here. I don't know if you can see this. This is an advertisement. I think it's Steve Muse. Well, this is the numismatic news. There you go. And you're looking at, say, a Walking Liberty $50. AG rim bumps, $30. This is it. You have no pictures. You have no photos. What are you going by? Reputation? A hunt? Ooh, I need one of these in AU55 for $34.95. This is all we had. This was my price list back in the day. You type it up, you take it down to the library, you photocopy it. And that was a fortune. Then you staple them all together, mail them out, wait 2 weeks for the mail to go out to them. They got to read it. The mail comes back. They got an order for $14, and there's a check in there, and that's going to clear for 2 weeks because it's out of state. Then you can send it, and it costs way too much. And there was no such thing as priority mail, flat rate, none of it. Then you wait another couple of weeks to see if they agree with the grade because they bought it based on, a line of text. See if it comes back or not, and then you can spend the money. Now, I can take a picture of this coin, that one right there, put it up for sale in superior detail. What do you want to see? The inside of the O in 1? Here you go. And I can put this up right now in front of the entire world. If I can find, there it is. There's the inside of the O in 1. Oh, I lost my arrow. There, right? What do you want to see? The eagle's eye? There it is. I can give you a tilt so you can get a better look. I can change the light. You can ask to see specific parts of that coin live, and I can show it to you. That's how the hobby has changed. And if you want that, we can agree on a price right now. You can order it, pay for it. I can print up a shipping label and send it out tomorrow. You have it in 3 days. That's what we can do nowadays. Now, give me another hobby you can do that in. Tell me another way you can invest, 20 or 30 bucks and get a return on your investment that fast and keep it going.
It's the king of hobbies and the hobby of kings.
The king is in the counting house, counting his money.
What the heck happened to this guy?
Eating bread and honey.
My Indian's got pox.
A pox upon you.
He's got the pox.
What you got? Corrosion spots?
I don't know. It's ugly.
That's 1928.
Is it leprosy?
Something.
Remember, they're not really nickel. They're only 30% nickel. They're 70% copper, and copper is a reactive metal. Yeah. But the hobby's changed pretty tremendously, and still it's behind the times in a lot of ways. A lot of the old dealers and sellers are still using advertisements, hard copy, shops, not shops, but going to coin shows, doing it face to face, and that's okay because you can't really see the coin in all its glory unless you have some decent equipment. Well, then you have to have the new kids that understand how the equipment works, but they have given up on the skills of the past. They trust PCGS to do the grading for them. So you've got the old school doesn't have the technology, the new school doesn't have the experience. But if you can cross that gap, then you got a chance, baby.
Oh yeah. Oh, well said.
What you looking at, Blues?
Symposium.
I'm going through rolls of 2018 Denver nickels.
Oh,
Find anything?
No.
No. No nickels?
Well, yeah, I'm finding nickels, yeah.
Okay.
I'm not finding anything exciting with them yet. I'm only on my second roll.
Convenience kills, says
pretty
Pam.
good box for me.
He's right. The new generation of collectors, they seem to be more impatient. They're not taking the time to learn and understand all the nuances of these coins. You got to realize people look at these things with a jeweler's loop. They look at that, you know. Oh, you can't see that. Let's see if I can find this. They look
I
at these
didn't
coins
realize.
with
Yeah.
equipment that's nuts, right? You want to see it? That's what they look at. They're not looking at the coin. They're looking at that detail right there.
Ken, you've got Blues locked.
Oh, okay. So you missed that whole thing.
Yep.
Well, no matter. I finished my speech. I'm done. And you look at these coins like they're jewels. They're looking at that particular detail right there. So you got to understand what it is they're looking for. You need the patience to determine what it is you're looking at, so you can explain it and describe it to the buyers. Or when you're buying the coins, you know enough to look at the details that will tell you, is it or is it not the valuable variety?
Exactly. This the proof set right
I'll be
here
back.
is the 70 proof set that has the double die Kennedy in it. I cherry picked that one this year. Oh, and we found a small date as well.
70th small day. There you go.
Yeah, this was my very first real find that got me into doing it. Is I found the DDO1 70 proof Kennedy. I'll do microscope close-ups on all of them and send them to that. What is that? My Coins. What was the website that you guys told me to go send the pictures of my?
Check my coin at yahoo.com.
There you go.
Check my coin. Thank you again. I will write that down immediately.
Okay, 70D. Oh, 70S. Double die.
Yeah.
Which would be that one. Oh, you can't see it again. But which is going to be that. You've got doubling on trust. There's your guide
Very
photo.
And also the 7 of 1970. Very strong.
Let's see. Strong doubling is evident on all of birth lettering, especially on We Trust. Yeah, that's pretty heavy. You'll see that.
Yeah. Oh, it's pretty heavy. It's hard to miss that one.
Now, do you have a premium example? Is it flawed in any way?
Other than the foggy toning, it's a low grade proof. But other than that, no, it's a strong example.
There you go. I'm going to look that up, what the rarity is on that. Wait for it. Let's see. 70S. There you go. There I am. I'm back. Oh, I screwed up. Okay. Cherry Picker's Guide is giving that a URS of 5. Okay, that's a universal rating scale, which is Bauer's scale. So, are you taking notes? Here you go.
I have my pad and paper in hand because I just wrote down that website. I am actually taking notes.
There you go. I'm going to take the screen. And there. So you can keep notes. And here's the Bauer's scale right here and compare it to the PCGS rarity scale. And let me go back to here so I can make that big enough for everybody to see. There's the solo. Okay, it's going to give you infinite screens for a minute. Is this it? There it is. Okay, so look at the Bauer scale over here.
Screenshot.
And over here, I've got the piece of generator scale. And a 5, a URS of 5, they're saying 9 to 16 known specimens. That's not many. An example of a coin that rare would be the 18. An example of a coin that rare would be the 1804 silver dollar.
Oh wow!
That's what a URS of 5 is all about. If you're above 10, you're looking pretty darn tight. You know, that's 250 specimens, and they're giving it a URS of 5. Those last few numbers, they really count. All right. So does that mean your coin is worth as much as the 1804 silver dollar?
No, I doubt it.
It doesn't have the same numismatic importance. Let's see. I gotta find my way home here. There it is.
That does make me happy to hear.
Yeah.
If you cherry picked that, man, you did very well.
Yeah.
It was my very first tweet that I ever bought.
There should be tens of thousands of them. How many have been identified? How many have been found and picked aside and submitted for approval and verified?
Yeah, I expected
100,000.
I didn't expect the 69 double die to have a bigger population.
No, it doesn't. And the more they find, the lower the value because it becomes more common.
Yeah, I've been trying to study the obverse of this coin to cherry pick them from eBay because everybody has a 70 Kennedy on eBay because it's the NIFC year. But
Yeah,
they're all
silvers.
high-grade cameos for $2-3. If I could find signature ways to look at it from their blurry photos, I would grab these all day.
So you're looking for dive markers.
Oh, and that's why I'm a double.
Some coins have them that are evident, and you can pick them up from a mile away, and others are, dude, they're subtle. They are so subtle, you better look at that with a microscope, which is why people walk around with these things.
I walk around with a 10 and a 16 in my pocket almost all day, every day.
Yep. I'll probably have a couple of these in my truck. I got 6 on this table, just so I have one in reach at all times.
Yeah, I got every strength from the 8 up to the 30 Jewelers loop that I saw Justin use it in his Weedy video years back. He's the only person I've ever seen use the same loop.
Oh, they're handy. You live by them. If you want to get into it, you gotta get the equipment and you live by it. Now you can get better ones. You can get these loops for $3-4. I've got them, and they'll get you by. But if you want to get deeper into the hobby, you can spend more, and they'll be better loops. I guarantee you. Are you ready to spend $80?
I just looked into it. The average high quality loop is $175 to $300. So I'm gonna look into
way too much.
Are you ready for that? Yep. Ant keeps his father's Bausch & Lomb 5X and his fancy 10, 20, 30 on him. More money is going to give you better optics. But how much do you need? Well, I'd suggest get one so you learn how to use it because they're fairly inexpensive. And then as you meet people, say, hey, man, can I look through your loop? That really nice Paris or that really nice Bausch & Lomb or that 3M you got there? And if they say yes,
that's exactly how I did. My first one was a hand I got from a friend.
They'll treat these like jewels.
And I'm carrying a thing of that Oakley's eyeglass cleaner in my pocket because it's like the best compressed little glass cleaner you'll ever see.
Yeah. I just wipe it on my sleeve usually.
He's not lying.
Reese, can I get a help? You can go to these shows and people will have some really high dollar loops. And if you say, hey man, can I borrow your loop? They're gonna say, no man, Get away from
Wait,
me.
touching.
Step away from the loop.
So
Because those things are
does
can get
does
pricey.
the Dan Carr stuff hold a premium?
What is it?
The Daniel Carr. I live in Denver, so we get these in the pawn shop.
Hold it still.
Oh.
It's a medal, 2015 Dan Carr Fort Collins Coin Club, 60th anniversary, silver satin. What you got there is a non-coin. It's a medallion or a medal. That's put out by that particular coin club. He's got a signed slab. This is annex. Okay, that's probably I'm thinking a proprietary thing. It's specific to that coin club.
Okay, that was the opening to the other question of his other things.
Oop, we lost you. That's a Liberty 2014 medal, probably United States, I'm thinking.
It's a trade dollar, $50 trade dollar, like.
Is it a Liberty dollar, a Liberty coin?
No, this is a Dan Carr mint. This is made by Daniel Carr.
This is a private
Moonlight
mint?
mint.
Daniel Carr, I believe, is the same person that made the
He did
in
a
64 Morgan dollar or whatever.
Yeah, and he did a couple quarters.
Yeah,
I
he
think
has
for
his
two or
own. He has his own like
It's a private mint.
press. Like
yeah, it's called Moonlight Minting.
Okay.
yeah, he's the one that did the, I think 1964 Morgan dollar or something like that.
Correct. You are absolutely correct. That was him.
Okay, sure, you got some collector value there, but it's not as numismatically important as coins that have legislation behind them to give them face value.
He
But
does do a lot of coin club tokens and things like that.
There you go. That's a shiner.
In fact,
That's nice.
didn't somebody was showing their coin club. I can't remember who it was.
And has one he got for 15 and a backup for another 20. Now what do you got there? You got a whole bunch of Morgans.
That had the 1950, had the 55, like double dyed the 5-5 to represent the 1955 double die. Daniel Carr did a coin club thing for somebody. Anyway, I remember seeing that.
Yeah, I'm gonna go pick up the one he did that is my favorite. Is he did a one called the USSO, and it's got a submarine on. I can't remember if it's on the reverse, and the obverse is like the Denver Broncos silhouette, but it leads into like the mountains for the hair. It's absolutely stunning. It was at my local pawn shop, and I had it on layaway, and then my appendix burst and threw me in the hospital for 2 weeks.
Into your scrotum.
Yeah, true. I only needed to say it once to emphasize.
Those types of things I think would fall into like exonomia.
Yeah, burst appendix is definitely exonomia.
No, not a. Geez, man.
Oh, the metal.
There's Eric.
Yeah, that's exonomia. It's kind of coin related.
Wait, what?
What?
You don't need that repeated, Frank. It'll give you nightmares.
Some things once seen cannot be unseen.
Yes.
What you got there?
Just a really toner 60D.
You like those toned coins?
I do, especially when they come out this like strong, but still pretty clean.
Yeah, that's nice.
People collect it all.
Yeah, collect what you like. Collect what you like.
You're all over the place. You're bouncing on this. You like it all. Has your collection told you what to collect most? Or
Yes,
you-
and oddly enough, it's proof sets and Indians.
Ain't nothing wrong with
Although because I not
Everything,
only have I
learn
found-
everything you can about them.
Oh yes, I'm in the
Ready, Rick
process of.
Snow.
I'm in the process of reading the book right now.
Yeah.
Watch,
There's no limit to
CJ,
the knowledge.
watch
you can learn.
CJ Coins and Crafts. Watch his channel.
Oh, absolutely. I think I just started following him the other day, but
Good. Yeah, watch him.
I just show up. Stuff happens.
Stuff happens.
That's the way it goes.
Like that Snow 14.
Yeah, I saw that.
You gonna show that? You gonna show that off again?
You want me to show it off again?
Oh, we're ready.
I'd love to see it. I didn't see it, so it's not again for me. It's a first.
So I've been
Video.
basically going through the 1857 Flying Eagles, and my goal is that I'm going to cherry pick every single variety. And so far, I've been able to do 9 of the 18 varieties for the 57 Flyer.
I feel like high-fiving you right now. It's impressive.
I know, right?
So, and this is a lot of research, a lot of patience, and a lot of screaming at my computer. Okay, so
It's
And
also
late nights with Blues Coins.
and late nights.
Yeah, it's also a lot of, hey, Blues, look at this one. Tell me what you think.
Right? All right. So to start off with your 1857 Flyers, the first thing you want to look for is you want to look at this A right here, the last day in America. When I looked at the pictures on this one, obviously this is going to be a lot closer. I noticed these 2 little bumps right here. Whenever you see the bumps on this top edge of the coin, or any kind of doubling on this side of the A, that is one of about 6 different known double die obverses for the 57. The other things that I noticed is that I see doubling on the C and the I and the R. So I'm like, okay, so that pretty much narrows it down to about 4. So then I'm going to come over here. I'm going to look at the I. I don't really see anything specific sticking out on the I. Snows 3 and 4 will have a doubled I to the south or to the southeast. And then I come over here, and this is really where it starts to get interesting. So I have doubling on the inside of the U and this extra piece that comes out here at the bottom. I also have this piece on the N, the I, and the T on both sides of the T. So that narrows it down to about 2 doubled dies. Then I'm going to come up here and I'm going to look at these. And so I've got doubling right here on the west side of the T. That narrows it down to 1. That happens to be Snow 14.
Dum, dum, dum.
Dun, dun, dun. There it is.
So
So-
there is a process in the diagnostics where you can get it ever finer tuned into a particular die variety.
Yeah.
And every single specimen of that die variety will show the exact same incidences, the same pickup points, the same details.
I actually have a question for you guys. I think those are the only ones who will take it seriously. What do you know of the 54 proof set with the doubled nickel? Somebody told me that the series has the S and Trust has a split tariff at the top on a lot of them or like everything for that year or something, because I have that 54 proof set and the nickel has the clearest split tariff S. It's as clear as the 70 S double die that I have right here in front of me, but it's unlisted almost everywhere. Well, it is unlisted
Almost everywhere.
I can't find it. Somebody sent me pictures of
54S?
it. Yeah, it's 54 proof set. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, there would not be an S on a 54 proof set.
No, they're plain, but it's the proof set.
Well, if you said there's a split on the S.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's what you're talking
on
about.
the S and Trust, it is the top of
Oh,
that
and
thing.
Trust. Okay.
Split clear as day. clear as you would ever imagine finding a double die. It made me cherry pick it from the shop on the spot. As soon as I looked at it through the loop, I put it back in the holder. I said, "How much is it?" He said, $80. I said, "Cool. I'll see you later."
I've got nothing to cherry picker's guide on the 54 proof. There is a re-engraved design that you'd want to keep an eye out
There's
for.
one in, there's one on Variety Vista.
Yeah, can you pull it up?
001.
Let me pull that up.
But
Because I looked at copper coins and I looked at Wexler's. and it
copper
wasn't
coins
in-
is going to be just Lincoln cents.
Yeah.
Oh.
1954.
There's one on Variety Vista.
There it is.
I'll put the link for you.
I've got the show. I got the screenshot right here.
The rest of it isn't the strongest example.
So there's a link in our chat, in the private chat,
Oh, okay, let me open that up.
right to the 54 DDO.
Okay, there. Infinite screens. Let me find. Where is it? Where is it? I lost it.
Can you see it?
Oh, yeah, I'm
54. Double dial burst number 1. You got
my
the
other
PR, which is proof. A class 1 double die. No, wait. What's the one? I don't know, man. It's hot. I'm getting sleepy. It's all burst. It's a class 2 and it's
Class 2, right.
let's see. And you're looking at the S. It shows up pretty well.
the
Liberty.
US
Tops of Liberty. It shows up very nicely. And you start to get some splits by the time you get over to the Y and the 1 and the star. And you got some good separation lines on the date.
Let me reintroduce myself with this bad boy.
There we go.
I can barely hear you.
Oh, I know why. That should be better. My apologies.
That's much better.
Yeah, my bad. Where is my...
diagnosis you're looking for? You're looking for die scratches on the bust in later
Yes.
stages. And you'll see those on, let's see, stage C, stage B, and early on stage, all stages will have these die scratches in the bust. Let me see if you can see what I can see. I might have to move that over. A lot. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
There we go. And you can see these lines right here. And your coin will have to have these lines.
Correct.
Will have to.
I don't know if they go the same direction. Is
Got
why
these-
I think it's... And it would have to...
This die, the die known as DDO number 1, will have
No,
all of these features. It will be identical.
Yeah, and you're right. They do go that way. I'm just being ridiculous.
If it's not identical, then it's not this one. It might be a different one. It might not be anything. But for it to be this one, it has to be, one-on-one match. Everything has to line up.
I'm staring at her down right now. Where is my 16 tabs? That would help this situation great.
There we go.
You can always send pictures in to check my coin.
Oh, I plan on taking a whole bunch as clear as I possibly can tonight and doing it.
Good.
We're not photographers. Everybody understands that. But
And if you can take it out of that holder, that would be best.
I will definitely, yeah, I'll see if I can. I've never tried to pop it. I don't know how hard it'll be, but it seems like it's just one of the generic ones. So,
Shouldn't be too hard.
yeah, it didn't.
Don't take it out if you think you're going to damage it, though. But
Nope, not a chance.
shouldn't be too hard to get it out.
Yeah, don't get your fingers on them.
Oh,
And
no,
you
no.
really
those
don't have
ones-
to take it all the way out. Just take the top off and then, then put it back on and flip it over and take the back off. And
Yeah. 'Cause I would never touch the proofs because they accept fingerprints way too fast.
Instantly.
You could be 2 inches from the coin, it feels it, and takes it.
breathe on it.
Yeah. The guy, that Rich Cali 21, he wears a surgical mask and gloves when he deals with any of his BU roles.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I never thought about it. It's smart. It really is smart.
Okay, you probably haven't seen this. I've shown this a lot of times. Okay, I'm going to get the, let me take the focus again for a minute here. And I got to
And
find
gets a fingerprint on it. He just licks it off.
Okay, I polished that off pretty good. Looks pretty sharp, looks pretty clean. That's just a piece of stainless steel, nice and shiny, right?
Yeah.
My fingers. Do these fingers look okay to you? I'm going to take that, I'm going to touch it just like that. Can you see it?
Oh, of course. Yeah. And you let it sit for 2 days, it'll be there forever.
And
I mean, on a coin.
that off.
Yeah.
I'm going to put that under the loop so you can get a better idea. Let's see.
Rim is not fine, Ant. I don't agree with that.
That is the difference. That is just the oils in my finger is all that is. And as long as I'm alive, I'm putting these oils out. I can wash my hands. And in a few minutes, I'm going to start to leave fingerprints again. So if you got some extremely superior coins, brilliant, uncirculated, those proofs, coins that you don't want to screw up, copper takes the fingerprints extremely well and it reacts heavily and quickly.
And demonstrate what happens around the rim.
Okay, let me get back to home. Okay, there's home. All right, and here's here's the fingerprint side.
Bad right now.
So here's the edge, and I'm going to polish that up real. Here, I'll wipe it on my shirt. All right, yeah, I agree. I'm going to try to get that shiny metal pretty, pretty good. All right, let's look at that under the loop. I want to look at the edge or under the scope. Here's the scope. There's the edge of my loop, okay? And it's been bounced around 100 times. But I'm going to grab this now in front of you. You see that edge? I'm going to grab that by the rim. You want to, grab those coins by the rim because you're not putting your finger, right across it. I'm going to grab this by the rim. Now, you see the space there where it kind of indents my finger? Let's now look at this under the loop, under the scope, and see if we can see some fingerprints that have bled from that edge. And you got some over here in particular. And those are the same one. This a little more out. If it's a better loop and it's a newer loop, you can see it.
Yeah, because your worn rim would be your oil rim at that point.
There. That bit around the rim that you just fingered up, I mean, you're handling it right, but you still have these little bits of oil. And, dude, it's going to creep. It's going to creep across that coin. So,
and I should know better because I studied mycology for a while, and dealing with anything mushroom or spore related, you need a surgical flow hood behind you and every bit of contaminating possibility on your body covered.
Yeah, head to toe. So the guy that wears a surgical mask and the gloves, he does that for a reason.
Oh yeah, it's smart. I'm going to go grab a packer when I start dealing with cutting out min sets or getting good lots of BU Wheaties.
Yeah, now you can get the latex gloves easy enough, but you got to watch out for those too. You want to get powder free.
I grab one. I do one cloth glove and then one latex glove. That way I can have one that has a little bit of grip to it.
Yeah. Well, you got to now. You also have to be careful because with the gloves on, you lose some tactile response. And man, I have no grace anyway. With gloves on, I drop these things left and right. You try to keep the fingerprint off of it, but you end up dropping it and doing, just destroying the darn thing.
I can absolutely contest to being the same kind of man.
So you pay close attention to how you handle it, where you handle it. You don't handle it over here, so it drops in your lap and then bounces off your lap to the floor and rolls down the air conditioner grate like it does at my house. Hold it in the center of the desk so you've got plenty of space. Have a soft pad on the desk. There are plenty of things. Just a piece of fabric or a towel, a clean towel would work there.
I use a pillowcase so that I can still lay stuff flat.
There you go. And you don't want the lint either. So there's another consideration. Do you wash the pillowcase So if you drop a coin, now you have detergents getting onto the coin from the pillowcase.
I do the magic sponge that's meant for dog hair on couches.
I need that.
The little rubber thing, yeah. And just, you wipe it on stuff, and it just, it's absolutely amazing, and it looks like a 1980s sponge.
Man, tear it up. I hear they got this thing called a Swiffer. I've been meaning to try one of those out.
I love my Swiffer.
Yep, I'm going to try it on my desk, my coins, instead of my coffee mug, everything.
I love my Swiffer too. It's still sealed in the package when I bought it.
Collector's piece. My brother, he's got the super Swiffer. It's got a spray bottle attached. It's a spray bottle and a paper towel on a stick. I say, what would that cost? $30. But it's got refills. But it's a paper towel and a spray bottle on a stick.
Blues will never need a refill.
Nope.
No, he's at the dog. Just throw some kibble on the floor.
He's
Dog.
gonna leave it in the package.
Or what's that one?
This was a 64 proof that I had found with a bead cameo.
That is sharp.
Yeah.
There we go.
That is sharp. How's the back look?
Oh,
Yeah.
Come on.
Oh, you had one job. We got the same camera, baby. All of us.
Yeah.
Come
Yeah.
on.
Now that's a cameo.
Yeah, this was in the BU bin at the bottom of a BU roll. But out of that roll, I mean,
You got some shiners out of that.
oh, this is a 93. So that's going to have the cameo no matter what.
Oh, yeah. They got their act together in the late 70s.
Yeah, but I had forgotten that 64 was one of the sets that was rare to have that deep of a cameo.
It's a 71 Ike that's almost as good. Oh, John Cleggett says, smash them staples down.
Always.
Yeah. Because when you have these coins in a box, I can give you a quick...
I just gave Paula the shivers.
The shape by spiders?
Staples.
Yeah, people stick the coins in a box, right? But the back of one coin is going to be on the front of another. And they sometimes pack those things right in so darn tight. And when you try to grab one coin out, those staples,
annihilate.
if they're not flattened down, are going to scrape up this one. And the Mylar, they're pretty thin, baby. So how you store them, how you handle them, it all impacts the coins.
I don't know who dumped all the proofs. Oh, that was a cool toner. I wish I would have found it before his face got so messed up.
Oh, you saved it from a fate. 32?
It's a 64.
64?
But it's got like purple red toning everywhere.
Oh, sure.
Sure.
You still got 10% copper in those. And that adds greatly in the way those things tone. Or silver will tone all by itself.
And then how Mickey Robbins Banks was talking about in his quarter boxes, he would randomly get just absolutely flawless state quarters.
Yeah.
I got lucky, and the few boxes that I grabbed were throwing me every roll would give me 2 or 3 absolutely brilliant uncirculated 2009 series. So Guam's, Marina Islands, what's his name? The one with the double die reverse.
Duke Ellington.
Duke Ellington, yeah. So I ended up throwing 20 to 30 a piece of those, of just absolutely flawless.
Well, keep the best and junk the rest. It comes down to quality of the coins. It's going to be what gives it value. You can have old coins that doesn't necessarily give them value. Rare coins, where the mintage or surviving population is low, that helps. That helps tremendously in increasing coins' value. But again, you have a wide range in grades, even on rare coins, and it's the cherries, the best of the best. Those will have the superior values. They're sought out, they're desired, they're collectible, and people will pay a handsome price for the best.
And I learned that with the ancient Roman coins that are from the 1800s and are worth $6 at best.
Sometimes.
I mean, that is what I learned, that old doesn't mean expensive.
Exactly.
Do people collect?
That was the defining day. I was like, oh, so these aren't worth squat? Cool. That answered that question.
Right. You still collect a fine set of them. Lincoln pennies are one of the most widely collected coins in the world. As a result, you've got a date with 60,000 surviving specimens, and those coins go for thousands in high grades. Kind of neat. You've got the Morgan dollars are probably the next most collected series, and some of those go for such incredible prices. I'll probably never afford them. I can look at the pictures of the coins, but I can't get close enough to look at the real coin.
Right, they wouldn't let me. That's right. And see, I just started looking into really grabbing some of those quality Morgans, which is why I grabbed those ones, and I've tried to get a few, but I have 0 graded. So I would like to the point where I know what they would grade. So I am going to take that course.
You're going to get a lot out of that course. It'll pay for itself. Before you start sending coins off to NGC, Annex, PCGS, learn how to grade them yourself. Because if you can't grade them yourself, you got to ask, what are you sending in? What are you paying for? Did you just send them an MS64 hoping for a 68? Because you're going to be heartbroken, and it's going to be an expensive lesson.
Exactly.
Ant's going to splurge on ANA membership, I guess.
I do have one coin that I need to send to you, actually. I got stamps. I'll probably do that here tomorrow even. This George Rogers Clark, I am pretty sure I found a new variety on this one. And I have one without and one with, just for the example. And I went through an entire box of uncirculated George Rogers Clarks, and I found 2 of those.
Yeah.
And I don't know if they're the same variety, but they're pretty close. But I'll send pictures to the Check My Coins
Oh, absolutely.
tonight as well. But this one I would actually like to send your way and have you really look through that one.
Send photos first to the
Oh, yeah.
It'll save you the shipping.
Oh yeah.
You're new to this, so I'm automatically going to go with the idea that it's probably mechanical doubling, die deterioration, or just a bit of damage. 99, no, way more than 90. Almost every time. Almost every time. People send coins into me, and they say, is this a new variety, a new discovery? Is it a known variety? And I have to give them a report that says, I've inspected your coin, and I found this to be damaged.
Oh yeah.
Or
I don't say this lightly. I don't say it lightly because I know.
Your coin is consistent with die deterioration. Oh, it breaks my heart. There's no premium on this coin.
See, and I'm not necessarily. I don't have.
You never know. So. You never know. So.
But
yeah, I don't have high expectation hopes on it.
Good.
But it's as much as I try to convince myself it's something else. The only thing I could think of is it looks like it had the George Rogers Clark where it's stamped around the edge, and they didn't like the way it was, and it looks like it is restamped completely over because you can see the remnants of every last one behind it, and it's on not just 1 or 2 letters, but it's on Rogers and Clark.
Are you talking about the incuse letters around the rim?
You're talking about incuse mechanical doubling. That is exactly what you just described.
Yep.
So
Well, let's look into
errorref.com actually has a very good picture and a very good short article about in-cuse mechanical doubling. Basically, the easiest way I can describe it as is the opposite of what you would expect mechanical doubling to be. So on relief devices, doubled dies make the devices bigger in some way. In cues, mechanical doubling exhibits the same behavior. It makes the devices bigger. True doubled dies in cues designs make it smaller.
Yeah.
I'm going to take you over to that particular site. Let's see. There's nope. There's a screenshot. Let's see. I might have to reconfigure this. Can you see anything? Okay, here we go. And I put the link for this over in the chat.
Just when you thought you had a grip on MD.
Let's see what he's showing us.
Yeah, I know. It's like, oh,
I just looked at it through the
a whole
loop
new
and I actually
program.
saw it real.
Okay.
Nope, I can't. I don't have the strong enough loop out.
Okay, I'm going to put you over to the site here. I'll put the link over here in the chat. Okay, so there's the link.
In the private chat, I'm not sure. Are you able to see chat?
I can see the private chat, so I have
Yeah.
all the stuff that has been sent to the private one.
Well, I don't know how to get the private chat.
What?
I don't know how to get the private chat.
It's right on our thing. Yo, you're on the YouTube thing. Okay.
I don't know how this thing works. Okay, there's a solo layout, and it is error ref.
I'll get it. I'll grab the link.
Pete Lucas, bunch of fellows that have been doing this for years. John Sullivan.
There you go.
I've got a good idea of what the heck's going on, and it's an entire reference library for errors, things you'll find wrong with your coins. In-cuse machine doubling. It's regular old machine doubling, but it's on an in-cuse device, which you have on these quarters. So you can take a look at that, read it. It's pretty simple. It's like one paragraph. And see if your coin looks like what they have for an example. And if it's a good match, chances are that's exactly what it is. So I'm going to say hold on to it while you gain more experience, because a year from now, you're going to know so much more than you know now. It'll boggle your mind because you'll be going back and looking and thinking, the hell was I thinking?
I just did that tonight.
Yeah. There you go.
I found an old box that I had labeled coins, and Ken and I were chit-chatting, and I was looking through them, and I found a bunch, and I was like, okay, that's not at all what I thought it was. I do it all the time.
Yeah.
It's actually kind of fun to do.
We lost
He said I hit the wrong button, so it backed me out. I'll take this time to take a picture of this actually under the scope. That way it's easier to explain.
Okay, perfect.
I get you. Here's the link you can get back here.
What? Where are you going, Blues? What?
I want to go lay down for a little bit. I'm starting to get a headache.
Oh, yeah. Well, you need to try to sleep.
Man up.
Yeah. And I got a coin show to go to tomorrow, so I got to get up for that
Oh,
still.
crap. Yeah, you better go get some
Get the
sleep.
bank and take every penny out.
Buy me something good.
I'm hoping to buy me something good.
Well, buy me something good first.
Hey, remember what we talked about flyers?
I mean,
Yeah.
Remember who your friends are.
He took notes.
I got notes. I got my list of stuff I got to look for.
Look for that A. Look for the
Christmas
A.
right around the corner.
I got my checklist, so I know what coins I need for my books.
Look at
There
that.
you go. Go prepared.
Wow. You're loaded.
No, he always is prepared. He's smart.
Sometimes.
Look at the 2 centers.
Didn't you forget your list one time?
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember
Like I said, I'm not always the smartest person in the panel.
that. You're the cutest, though.
Yeah, I appreciate that. All right, y'all. You have a good night. I'll try to catch the rest of the show tomorrow sometime.
Bye, Eric. Have fun.
Yeah. Good night, everyone.
Good night. We have fun. Woodies. Oh, somebody showing Woodies. Frank just got. What happened? Where'd everybody go?
I'm still here.
Where's Ken?
Ken just walked away.
Oh, that he's pouting because I said Blues was the cutest. He's pouting now. I'm not sure he's going to look at that tonight, Quads. We do that on Thursday nights. If he tries to get into his email, it may be over for all of us.
You had one job.
You had one job.
Oh, I know why this is out. Ooh, I know why this is
I
out.
can ask him. Why? What's out?
I think.
Oh, hello.
Frank might. I know why this. I know why this is out.
Because he screamed Woody's like 15 minutes ago.
No, I was getting ready to pick up some coins on my desk, and yeah, this little fella just happened to be sitting there.
Popped right out there.
I was trying to figure out why I had set it out.
I can't think of why.
No idea.
And
yeah,
because I said I would, Quads is dying for you to look at an email.
I know. I have 19,000 new emails today.
I told him I would ask you.
Yeah.
Didn't promise anything, but I told him I'd ask you.
Oh, where's that picture? Wait a minute. I think I still have it.
Hey CJ, did you see that I have found 3 buffaloes and a war nickel and a Canadian.
Look, long anchor doubling. Get it?
Yeah, I won a prize on that.
You gotta see the one Frank did. It'll hurt your eyes.
I won the kitty booby prize.
You're here on the desk somewhere. Quads, I get scores of photos. I cannot possibly look at them all.
I think he sent it to the Check My Coin anyway.
I totally appreciate your interest, but I can't check them all, so I have to limit them. If I would have checked them all, first I wouldn't get them all, and it would take every waking moment of my day, and that's if I stayed up late and got up early. So
I think he sent it to the Check My Coin, so I told him we would look at it Thursday.
And do it Thursdays.
Yeah.
I hate to be the bear, but there's only one of me. Besides, it's better when you have a jury because, well, there's a lot of people who have a good idea what's going on, and if you have several people who agree,
I would look at it, but nobody believes me anyway.
Yeah. I don't believe it.
I know.
Yeah, that's a good looking wood.
I'll check it out right now. In fact, since I'm sitting here.
Yeah.
CJ'll do it.
CJ.
He's like Mikey.
So,
he's like Mikey.
So Quads, I can tell you immediately what you are seeing is actually a strike from another coin, the edge reading from another coin right above the W. That's what you're seeing.
I'm going to say you see anywhere from 1 to 3 shapes that are D shaped. Looks like little tiny D shapes.
Can you share it, CJ?
Yeah.
Yeah, you knew I was going to ask that.
Yep, just give me a second here.
Share. Don't be an email hog.
Yeah. All I had to do was open it up. I'm like, yep, I know this one. It's something that I actually know.
Yeah. Bag mark.
That's great for a change.
Bag mark.
Yep, it's a contact mark. A bag mark is what they call it. Here it comes. No, that's silver leaving. Well, it's coming. Wait for it. Yep.
Wait for it.
See, if we say, yeah, go ahead, we'll look at your picture, then every single time
we're going to get 50.
People are going to say, can you look at my picture right now?
Yeah, I'm not doing it
there.
There
It is. See, it's kind of a D shape.
Yep, bag mark. Exactly.
Yep. You can get 3.5 of those marks, but you can't get 4 because the curvature of the coin versus the flat surface of the coin being impacted, it moves away. There it is. You're going to see that all over the place. Memorize that shape. You're going to see it. I bet you I can show you. I can get one here.
Don't be sorry. You don't
No,
have
it's all
to
good.
be sorry for it, Quads.
You-
Listen, somebody
You're
just
learning.
somebody else just saw that had the exact same question as you did, and it just got answered. So don't ever be sorry about that. I guarantee you, every time you ask a question, there's 15 other people who want to ask the same question but don't have enough nerve to ask it. And you just gave them the answer. So don't ever be sorry for asking a question. It's the only way you're going to learn.
And
Now
I'm
here.
going to mark that one
there.
as not as unread, so that we can do it all over again for the coin Q&A.
Well, he probably doesn't. He probably doesn't.
Watch this one, Quads. Go through your change and look for that same mark on more coins.
Yeah.
I guarantee you go through 50 or 100 coins, you're going to find those same marks on other coins. And this time, you'll be able to identify it.
And if you see somebody else has it on their coin, you'll know exactly what to tell them it is. And you'll probably never forget that. So I applaud you. That was an awesome question. I need to wash my hands because this is grossing me out. I got nickel poo-poo all over my hands.
Oh, gosh, the nickel poo is the worst.
Oh, they're the worst. Nickels are the worst.
Can you see these marks right here? See that kind of a D shape? You're going to see these shapes on every denomination of every coin. And now you know what the heck's causing it.
My grandson's going to be so mad that I found those buffaloes. Sorry. I'm going to have to get another box so he doesn't know.
The other side. Yeah, you'll see them on quarters, pennies, everything.
Thanks, John, for posting that.
That's curious.
Orders are horrible for bag marks. That is so true.
And not as bad as something like an Ike.
I know. But,
Size of a dinner plate.
oh, God.
Yeah, I just happen to have some Ikes in front of me here. I said, I bet you I can find some of those marks on these.
Somewhere. Yeah.
So now I'm hunting around. I can't find any. You know why? Because I'm trying to find it.
You're trying.
What's that? There's some doo-doo there, huh? Caca.
Caca.
Keep going. I got more. There's a bunch of them here. Yeah, this is the same sort of thing, but it's a little more elongated.
Yeah.
It was a glancing blow from another coin.
Right there.
What you got right there, Quads?
Yeah.
There, we have found the same thing you were looking for. 1, 2, 3. Maybe 3.5, but you don't see 4. You never see 4. It's just too darn big. It's a curve. Takes them up. And that is the rim, the reeded edge of another coin. We can get, let me put some white down. Here's some white. Come on. That's going to be the reeded edge impacting. Let's get one with a good, there you go. See that shape? That, well, kind of rounded, flat-sided, and the other end is part of the coin. So you only have like a 3-sided point. Let's see. There you go. That's the shape you're looking at.
I think Quads is leaving.
Now you know what the hell. You'll find that, and people are going to ask you, hey, man, what is this mark? And now you can answer.
Mhm.
The edge of a coin hitting yours.
Thanks for hanging out with us.
Wow, you'll find more. Take a look. You'll find them. I'll send you mine, Ken. Good night. I've seen better ones in circulating condition. Sorry to hear it, John. Probably old dies. You get them worn out. They're so worn out you can't read Liberty and God We Trust, United States of America. Just plain wore out. They're making bazillions of them. Well, it means the economy's improving, I suppose.
Have a good night, Quads.
Yeah. See, this is what I've been trying to hope for the Q&A is the user interaction, but the people in the chat can jump on for a few minutes and ask their questions
What
live.
we talked about. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Hopefully we get more of
This
it.
platform is perfect for it.
Yeah, because we get to shut them out before you make them live.
Yep.
Yep. Keeps the treadmill butt slappers out of here.
Although that was kind of hysterical.
Yeah, but you can't put it on. It's you're gonna
I
get
know, but
treadmill butt slappers.
I wouldn't have minded like watching them for a couple more minutes.
I'm waiting for the treadmill butt slapper chicks.
Not the one that look like that guy.
No, that didn't work.
Uh-uh.
Jesus, could you be good looking at least? No.
That wasn't cool at all.
All right, look, it's 3 o'clock in the morning. I'm starting to fall out like blues.
Me too.
Yep, it's midnight up there.
But this was fun. Thanks for going live, Ken. I got through that whole box of nickels and
I got almost nothing done. I'm pretty psyched. I'm pretty stoked.
I have your package to go out, and I have a coin I'm sending to New. Well, not really a coin, a challenge coin to New Coin. With I got to do that stuff Wednesday though. So, but everything else ready to go.
All right.
All right.
Yep.
I'll probably talk to you tomorrow.
And if we can get them to come on live, we don't have to open up the pictures. They could do a screenshot of their picture.
We'd probably still have to, there'd still be pictures we'd have to look at because some people can't do it,
Okay, the technical challenge.
But it would be fun to even have people come on and just ask a question.
There you go.
So, all right. Well, cool.
They always ask me the same thing.
You day sleep well?
Can you throw butterscotch pudding stuffed nylon stockings off of a 5-story tower?
I don't get that question.
I get that all the time.
All the time.
Dude, it's always.
I don't get that question. CJ probably does too, though.
No.
No?
No?
It's
No.
a thing.
No, I get questions about Ikes. Those are the questions I get.
About Ike?
Yeah, just Ikes, nothing else, just Ikes.
No. I get questions about mascara.
No, they want to see butterscotch pudding stuffed in the nylons and thrown off of a 5-story tower.
Can you do that for us?
I've only got, a tree, and my ladder, my brother borrowed it. He never brought it back, so that's.
I would be happy just watching you put butterscotch pudding in some nylon stockings.
It's been done.
Can you wear them while you're doing it?
Well, it would displace the pudding. That's the thing.
So for some
All right,
reason,
I'm out.
my phone.
Good night, everybody.
Good night.
Good night. My phone wouldn't check my coins, so I ended up just sending a few pictures to you, Ken, through Facebook Messenger.
Check my coin. Singular, no S.
Oh no, I did. I looked up checkmycoin.com or checkmycoin at yahoo.com. It won't. It took me to coinappraiser.com or like there's 3 other ones, but
it's not a website. It's an email.
I'm never gonna get that ladder back.
Oh, well, that would be why I couldn't find it. So I would just send. My bad.
Yes, it's just an email that we set up because most of the people that come up on the panel, they have their own emails according to like their stuff. So the idea is that, hey, if we have one central email that people can send emails to with pictures or whatever, then all of us can access that one that one piece instead of having, each one of us get, 15 to 16 emails that we have to sort through. So it just made sense.
Yeah.
That's smart. Yeah. I will go back and send it to that email here in a second.
There you
But I did send it to you, Ken, through Facebook Messenger because I figured that was the easiest at the point. So you have a few photos sitting there.
Oh, it's in that part I never checked. I'm technically balanced on that.
We're a part of the same 1,000 coin groups.
See all in Messenger.
Hey Ken, that 35, it looks like that it was close, but not the same die markers.
No, but we still get the same pattern of circular abrasion on the fields and through the design.
And the message will be from David.
So what we have is evidence of a process, but not the same date.
Yeah, because especially on the back of it, mine has got that significant die scratch right through W, and then 2 huge long scratches through O and 1.
Yeah, it's the same process. They're polishing the dies or abrading the dies, and it's leaving these circular marks. Kind of neat, but it's not lathe lines.
Nope. It's definitely abrasion.
Yep.
But like the one thing that really just makes me kind of wonder is, like, for those lines to show up, those have to be some deep lines, which means that they are die grinder.
They were tearing it up. They
just
was putting the drill to it, going. He's burning the motor out on the thing. Yeah, they got the Hoover Dam hooked up, and they got all that extra power. They're using it, man. 2 horsepower Dremel. There it is.
But that's interesting that both of those are 35s.
Yeah, neat one there. Yeah, John Claggett posted that over there. Check my coin at yahoo.com. Yep. That's what it is. Okay. I can't show this without showing you your real name, baby. Yeah, that's 100%. Let's see. I got to go here. Go home.
Yeah.
Screenshot.
I don't know that. I will send it to the email right now. Sorry.
So
recouping from that.
There we go. There it is. Is that what we got? Let's see if I can.
As of a video, I move around pretty fast, so the still shots is probably a better option.
Yeah, there it is. That is every bit of mechanical incuse doubling, mechanical doubling on an incuse device.
All righty.
That's it. That's what it looks like.
And honestly, the number one thing is, ever since these quarters have come out, that has been the number one question on the quarters, because everybody thinks that they found doubled dies on the incuse designs, and because there are tons and tons and tons and tons and tons of references for double dies, which all explain about extra thickness, split serifs, all of these things. But since the quarters, especially the designs, really didn't come out until 1999 with the state quarters, the references, other than the one that I found on RRF, they're not there. There's nothing else.
Mm-hmm.
So that's where a lot of people are honestly kind of stuck, because the only references that we have are of, okay, we have an expanded design in a large split serifs, whatever it is. It has to be. it has to be double dies. But
It's the
when
only
you
thing that's really yeah.
in a Cuse design, it's that that's not how that part works.
Yeah, you've got a raised bit of metal on the die, right? And you drive it into the coin, so you have an incuse design on the coin. Now, mechanical doubling is kind of a bounce, right? So you have the impression already in the coin. You got a nice, clear, sharp LARK. And then you're going to bounce that die into the coin, right? So,
Okay.
but not strongly enough that it's going to complete a full strike. So you're going to leave additional marks in the coin. It's going to make, on the incuse, it's going to impact the flat fields and sink them in, but just a little bit, right? And that's exactly what you have here are some sections that seem to be doubled, but it's mechanical doubling. And it's effective. It's an effect of the strike. I think it's called strike doubling.
Good to know. The incuse gets
Yep.
me on that.
Yeah, it's backwards. Now on a regular die, the
I can pick out
dice on the
the
coin
LD.
are raised, so it's the flat fields that's impacting the existing design. That's why you have flat shells, and that's why it makes it look thinner.
Okay. Good
Yeah.
to know.
Well, hold on to it until you have a full understanding of what's going on. Then you can decide for yourself, oh, I can get rid of that now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's in its own little holder. It isn't hurting nobody or costing me anything.
There you go. Oh, it don't cost nothing. Yeah, always hold on to your coins until you can decide for yourself what's going on with that coin.
Hey,
Hey,
look at the link real quick that I sent to you in Messenger.
Oh,
You and CJ.
okay.
Look at it.
I checked
Look
it.
at it.
I don't know how. Air variety lathe lines, 82p.
Look at it. Just look at it.
Die scratches.
Look down.
That's not lathe lines.
Look at the picture I sent you.
I'm looking. So I need
Okay, that's the 82, right? Look at the die scratches.
Yep. They're a lot like what we're seeing on our 35s.
Yeah.
Now, let me shrink this. Nope, I don't know what I'm. Wait a minute. Stand by. Let's see if we can see that. Okay. Air Variety says 1982 1-cent Lincoln with near concentric and irregular polygon die scratches on both the obverse and reverse dies. Are we seeing this? Okay, solo. All right, where'd it
I
go?
knew I saw it somewhere before.
Okay, there you go. The irregular nature and the fact they're on both die faces suggests something other than a lathing operation for the line's origin, most likely an atypical die polishing. It seems to have been occurring around 82. That's what we decided. It's die polishing.
Mhm.
They're die.
Okay, let's keep going down. Keep going down. There's
See?
better pictures right there.
Marks. That's what we got. And circular around the center of the coin, which on the Lincoln, on the memorial, is that little man. See the circular marks? Yep. Polygonal because it's a wire brush, right? That one whisker of the brush is not staying in contact continually. It's spinning, so it gives it a swipe. And then, of course, it turns around. Another mark. So you have these polygonal marks. Ta-da. That's what it is. There you go.
Yeah, but still, like for those lines to show up that distinctive,
Oh yeah,
they are railing on the die.
that guy was.
Yeah, they
pissed.
use a rotary tool. I read that in that error ref, or in that error Herbert's that error book that I have.
Yep,
He talked about them using a rotary brush to polish them.
That's what Ken and I had figured that that's working.
Yeah.
They're digging the crud out from the devices. All the grease filled crap. They're digging that out is what they're doing. Keeping it clean, getting it pretty. And they're just screwing it up, man. And this is what you get. And they're deep. And probably also, I suspect they would smooth out a bit as the die's used. right? As the die would wear, these little tiny marks would
Yeah.
start to disappear. So we both have early strikes after it was put back into service. Kind of a neat thing, though.
So I just thought I'd share that. Okay, good night.
Okay.
Night.
There we go. I got that coin still under my scope so you can look. Oh, we're down to 2? No, it is silver.
Yeah, sorry. Every time I go to back out of that chat room, I hit the back button and it kicks me out of the stream.
There you go. See, you show up at the bottom of my screen, but gray. And if I'm looking at something else, like another page, I can't see this. So everybody sits there in the green room thinking, let me in.
Yeah, I'm a patient man. I just started going through some Lincoln Sense.
Yep. And this thing we have right here, my penny and CJ's penny, is exactly what's being described on that page. Each of these circular marks kind of. Well, geez, I suggest you get one. They're kind of neat. There they are. And they come up to an ever smaller radius until you get up to right into here under his chin. Well, there it is. There's a kind of a neat thing. We know what that is. We can explain what these things are. Somebody new to the hobby would have a hard time explaining that. And they'll come up with theories that it's magic, it's beans, or it's a foreign planchet. I don't know. They don't know what it is, so they just come up with something they may have. It's lathe lines. That's what that is. No, it's wrong. It's not lathe lines. It's a darn wire brush and a rotary tool. There you go. Well, explain it as best you can, but try to base it on fact. And Error is such a great site, man. Get in there and read that whole thing, and understand how they create the dies, how they use them, how they're operated upon, how they're dressed and stored and maintained, and how they get rusty, and all of it.
That is one link that I would either find the exact topic from the question being asked, or I would just link that, because especially in more specifically in the Facebook groups, dude, I could post that link on every single post and answer every single post.
Yeah. You can't live without Error F. No, you can't. I'm going to make that a bumper sticker. You can't live without Error F. What are you thinking? Tom Sheldon's here. He says, hey, guys.
Yo.
Right. Look, I'm dropping out, guys.
I'm joining you with that.
Yeah. Been bookmarked for months. Oh, read it. It's good stuff. Yeah. When you answer somebody's questions, add a link to that.
Mm-hmm.
Give them the information they need to make a determined decision as to what it is that they have. Okay. Look, I want to thank everybody for stopping in. We want to thank Mickey Ruff's Banks. We're going to thank Super Silverman. Blues was here. Paula was here. Trey was here. Somebody else was here for a short time. I don't know who, man. Dude, I don't know. Ohio. Coin Collector Ohio was here. Yeah. We want to thank Ant for stopping in. Dee Reese, and John Claggett, and Tom Sheldon, and everybody else out there in coin roll, coin hunting land, error variety land. Yeah, stop back in. We do this every now and then. Usually it's just me and Blues and CJ. We get on there and we just talk smack. Dude, look what I got. Now you got nothing, man. Look what I got.
Oh, I look forward to be a part of that little sweet panel now.
Yeah, stop in. Subscribe to CJ, subscribe to Blues, subscribe to Paula, subscribe to Mickey Rob's Banks, all these folks.
I think Blues is the only one I need to get my ass up on subscribing to.
There you go. He's out there. He's been part of the gang for a little bit. He's a good fellow. Okay, I'm going to take off, guys.
Adios.
Stay groovy.
Good night.